Good morning, Joe here. It's Firearms Friday. We're in the ammoed up shooting range at Larry's Pistol and Pawn on 2405 North Memorial Parkway, as we are most Fridays. Well, today I want to talk to you a little bit, and we're going to do some shooting of bowling pins. Now, why bowling pins, you think? Well, let me give you a little story here real quickly. Back about 1969, a guy ran a pizza place called R.C. Davis's Pizza Joint. He got called to deliver some pizzas one night. A little bit of a dicey neighborhood. He had a couple of stacks of pizza boxes in front of him. He went around and said, "Hey, you guys order a pizza." And they said, "Come around back." So there were no lights on, so he went around back. But as he went around back, he reached through his pocket and pulled out his .22 revolver. He was confronted by three men, all with guns pointing at him. He held the pizzas up, and there was a short gunfight. Now, he wasn't able to get to the hospital. He said he won a gunfight with two people, except bad thing was there were three people in the gunfight against him. But he started thinking about, what can I do to protect myself and other people, especially law enforcement who face this kind of thing all the time. Now, he thought back to the Vietnam days whenever we had flak vests. Well, flak vests were made not to stop a bullet coming into your chest. Most of us wore those in Vietnam with the zippers open, so they weren't that good of a deal. But the reality was that flak vest was designed against shrapnel. It was not designed against a direct bullet coming in. So he thought, how can we fix this? So he started working with different kinds of materials and metals and whatnot, and coming up with the idea of a protective armor to protect law enforcement. And this went on, and this is the actual beginning of the modern protective plate that we wore in Afghanistan and Iraq and whatnot, during Desert Storm even. And all this kind of thing came out of this one event of Richard Davis back in 1969. This evolved into the bowling pin shoot to see how accurate people could shoot. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to replicate the 5-pin bowling pin shoot, what R.C. Davis used to do and to present his protective armor. All right, so we're going to shoot 5 bowling pins downrange today at 21 feet. That's the standard for the bowling pin shoots, 21 feet. So we're 21 feet down the range. Stan's going to do the shooting this morning. While I continue to talk a little bit about it, we're going to shoot a 9mm first, and then we're going to reset the bowling pins, then we're going to turn to a 45. The 9mm is a 115 grain bullet, and the 45 is a 230 grain bullet. So Stan's ready to shoot, so I'm going to step up here out of the way now. And Stan's ready to shoot. I'm going to get around the back a little bit, and we'll see what the 9mm and 115 grain bullet will do for us this morning. Good hit. All right, great shooting, great shooting. Good job, Stan. All right, so we're going to come down now and we're going to reset the bowling pins. And if you think this is easy, by the way, this is not a simple task. Shooting a bowling pin at 21 feet is really quite difficult to do. But of course, Stan's an expert. Yeah, as they say, don't try this at home, boys and girls, unless you are under the tutelage of somebody like Stan, who can really, really hit these babies. Kind of get these things set back up here. And again, we're right at the 21-foot mark, because we measured this a little earlier. All right, here we go. We're going to back up. Now we're going to run 5 rounds downrange in this really fine Glock, and this is 45 caliber, 230 grain bullets now. Ready when you are, Stan. Okay, there you go. Shooting with 45 and 230 grain bullets. Now, you can see that really knocked them out. So if you're in a firefight or in some kind of situation where you need to be able to protect yourself, think about the difference between that 115 grain 9mm and that 230 grain 45. But again, the only gun that matters is the gun that you're comfortable handling, that you have with you when you need it. So just because you have a 230 grain 45 caliber bullet in your 45 caliber gun doesn't mean it's really right for you unless you're comfortable with it and you've practiced with it where you can hit your target at 21 feet or closer. All right, that's it for this week. I want to say Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for everybody's help for the past year, putting all the videos together. The list is too long to list here, but you know who you are. Thanks to everybody. I want everybody to have a merry, safe Christmas. It's cold in North Alabama this weekend. Everybody stay warm. So stay warm, stay safe, and stay armed. Take care.